Hi there, Gemini. This is Erica from the Lotus Connection, and welcome to your May 2019 reconciliation spread. I'm really excited because I added a few more questions on here in the spread that I'll be doing to get some more clarification. Now, if you noticed, in the month of March, you guys did not get a reading. And in April, no signs are getting readings for that energy period. Unfortunately, so in the beginning of the year, I have had some really major health issues that sort of have taken me away from the channel. And as I started getting better, other things in my life has also started to really change and to shift. And I preferably don't like doing readings if I'm not in a sound mind, okay? So meaning if I'm depressed, if my energy's feeling clogged or off, or if I am sick, I am not going to do a reading, okay? And unfortunately, there's just been a lot of things that have come up, the Mercury in retrograde, all that gunk that you guys don't give a shit about. But I just figured that since I skipped your reading in March, I'm not going to do any signs for April. I'm going to try to get ahead while I'm behind, catch up. So we're going to focus on May energy. All right. And in May, you'll also get a bonus reading, and we'll look at the energy at the end of the month. So I just want to be able to start fresh, start new, start being able to put more content as, I'm settling into my newfound life and just things like that. All right. So I've gone ahead and already pre-shuffled. I'm going to shuffle a few more. I know some of you guys like to do this, like to see it on camera, so I'm just going to shuffle a little bit more. Keep in mind, this is general energy, so it's not going to resonate with each and every single one of you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You can check your other signs. There will be an extended version of this reading where we'll look a little bit more in depth. We'll be clarifying, and I also have the Psychic Tarot of the Heart where we'll get more information. We have the Romance Angels, the Moonology cards, and I'm also going to be doing an intuitive reading utilizing the Earthbound Oracle. By nature, I am more of an intuitive reader than I am more so ascribing to the meanings of the cards. So yeah, that's really it. So the extended version will be available for purchase or for rent if you are interested. I am looking at new tarot decks and oracle cards. I'm even thinking of possibly doing my own oracle because I'm not really too thrilled with the options that are out there. So let's get going. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for the month of May 2019, reconciliation with their ex and that whole situation. What's going to go on between Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their ex for the month of 2019, May 2019. Sorry about that, guys. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've been on camera. All right. All right. What's Gemini's current energy at this time frame? What's Gemini's current energy at this time frame? What's the energy for Gemini? All right. Way too many cards, but we have the Ten of Swords. Okay. So the Ten of Swords, in regards to your energy right now, it's like you're feeling you're having a difficult time. There's a lot of pain. There's a lot of anger. There's a lot of resentment. You could have been backstabbed. There could have been a third party involved in the situation. It could have just been a very difficult breakup to go through, a lot of anxiety. You guys could have just naturally gone through a lot in the relationship with this person, and you're kind of feeling backstabbed that you put all this time and energy and dedication only for it to end. It's been hard for you to be able to see the positive about the situation. You've just been focusing a lot on the dark and the pain that you're going through and the depression. Good news is the Ten of Swords is talking about an ending. So this really difficult time that you're going through is ending. And we'll see, as time moves on, when we clarify what's ending, okay? What is Gemini's ex current energy right now? What is Gemini's ex's current energy? They have the Death card in the reverse position. There's almost some sort of resistance to change. They're not wanting the situation to change. So I'm picking up kind of two different things. One thing is that this person is in a mindset that even if they did some ill will in the relationship, that they're incapable of changing or wanting to change or acknowledging that they need to change. And the other situation that I'm also getting is that maybe the situation was really toxic for both of you, but this person, your ex, doesn't want the relationship to end, whereas maybe you're taking the most painful step and ending the relationship because you know it's not a healthy relationship for either one of you, or you know that you just can't do the relationship. You don't want to be in the relationship, and so you're walking away. And this person's really having a very difficult time trying to move forward, okay? Or being able to change themselves, their toxic ways, in order to facilitate a more healthier relationship or a more healthier situation. Again, the story may unfold a different way as we start to clarify and move more cards down on the table, all right? How does Gemini's ex feel about them at this time frame? How does Gemini's ex feel about them right now? How does Gemini's ex feel about them? They have the Hanged Man in the reversed position. I feel like this person, how they're feeling about you, they could have felt stuck in a situation that they felt was really, they may have felt like either you've communicated, like getting so many different messages, and it's been so long since I've allowed myself to really open up that it's like fucking crazy. How they're feeling about you, I feel like they're just kind of stuck, unable to really move forward at this time frame, because I think at one point they had expectations about how the relationship was going. I feel like if this was a situation where it was quite toxic, I think they thought that they could easily manipulate the situation and that you would stay with them. And the situation is the opposite. You're now, Gemini, wanting to walk away from this situation, not wanting to be here because of the pain that you've been going through. It's been a very difficult time. And if this person's not willing to change, not wanting to, have a rebirth, a new transformation of themselves, they probably figured, that you would have stayed. Maybe they are a great manipulator. They were able to say the right things. And now it's like they feel stuck because they may be saying everything that you may want to hear, but you're not budging. You're not moving towards them at this time frame for whatever reason, and they feel stuck because they truly didn't want the relationship to end. If there was a third party situation, I feel like this person wanted to eat their cake and have it too. They didn't want to give up the relationship. I almost feel like if there was a third party involved, not only am I getting they want their cake and they want to eat it too, but I feel like if there was a person on this planet that was you and the other person, it would be their optimal soulmate, right? And you're kind of like, I deserve better, I deserve more than this, so I'm going to walk away. And this individual no longer has control over the situation, and I feel like that's why they're feeling stuck. Because no matter what it is that they're doing or saying, it's like you're completely over it. You've realized that you've gone through this really, really difficult time, and you don't want to go back to that situation again. And it's painful because I do truly feel like there was a lot of love, And maybe the relationship didn't start out so toxic, but as time went on and as situations happened, I think it just became where you guys are you're no longer compatible. And that's sort of like the very hard truth about it. Or at least that's the energy that I'm picking up on currently at this very moment. Again, as I put more cards down, this situation could change or evolve in different ways. But this is how it's sort of feeling right now. How does Gemini feel? How does Gemini feel about their ex currently? How does Gemini feel about their ex? How does Gemini feel about their ex at this time frame? Okay, yeah, 5 of Cups. You know, you're not... It's almost like you had hopes, you had aspirations for this relationship. You wanted this relationship to end in marriage. You know, some of you guys, you wanted this relationship to end in marriage. There's a 3 cups in front, and then there's 2 of Cups behind. You really wanted this really happy relationship. You really wanted to move forward and to work on this. And this is a very deep transitional time for you. This indicates a loss, instability, and grieving. And I feel like you have been grieving, you are grieving, but I feel like you're in this space of finally wrapping up this grief. And it's very difficult because when you're going through a situation where you thought you were going to end up with this person and for whatever reason it's not happening, and people tell you, oh, just get over it, they're not worth your time. The grieving process for each individual is going to be different. Some people, they grieve very briefly and they move on, and some of them grieve for long periods of time. I feel, Gemini, that this individual, you've been grieving them a while. For some of you guys have been apart for several years. For others of you, it could have been several months. But it's been a very difficult time for you to get over. And that's saying something for Gemini, because Gemini energy, and let me tell you, I am a sun. My sun is in Gemini. So I am Gemini to the core, pretty much, and we have a fear of committing, okay? And we always think the grass is greener on the other side, and there's many different avenues that we could take in a relationship, or avenues that we could just take in general in the dating scene. It is very hard for a Gemini to commit, and it takes a very special connection for a Gemini to really say, okay, you're my person. And I feel like this individual that you were dealing with, your ex, was somebody who you could be like, yeah, I can have a relationship with. Like, I don't want anybody else. There's no temptation here. And this is why you're in that 5 of Cups energy, because it's kind of like you're reviewing, you're taking inventory of the relationship. And you're trying to move forward. You're trying to move past this grief time frame, and you're trying to make this adjustment. But there's a lot of disappointment, and you're having a difficult time really identifying potential opportunities around you or people that are around you that can support you. You're just kind of really in this negative mind state that's been really difficult for you to resolve. And it's been hard because this relationship has been holding you back. You wanting this relationship with said person has been really holding you back. And I think you're reviewing this and you're realizing, I put so much time and energy into this relationship that has only caused me pain and suffering at this point. And I feel like you're wrapping this grief up. You're wanting to move past the painful issues and resolve them in order for you to move forward, to really watch and see and move towards the potential abundance that you may have. I think this person is somebody who you're trying to resolve the issues with so that you can move forward. Each situation for you all is going to be very different. Energies can be vice versa, so take it how you will. Okay, this reading may not even resonate at all with you. And that's okay. It wasn't meant for you. But in the month of May, I see you wanting to release. And I see this individual, your ex, staying in stuck energy and not wanting to change. What are the issues keeping you both apart? What are the issues keeping Gemini and their ex apart at this time frame? The Four of Swords in reverse. Oh, see that? Let me push these up here. All right, so the Four of Swords in the reverse position. It's keeping you guys apart. Again, it's like feeling stagnant, lack of direction, lack of progress. These are the issues really moving, really keeping you guys in this like transitional limbo period. It's because, one person wants to move forward, other person's hanging on. Or maybe you both are trying to hang on to a past that you're unable to move forward. It's like you guys are sick of writing the same story together, but yet neither one of you guys want to close the chapter. I think, Gemini, you are closer to wanting to close out this book and start anew than your ex, but I think it's still very difficult because for some reason you still feel like there's a small chance or a small bit of hope left in the relationship and you're not sure. You're afraid to move forward because you're afraid of missing out on this opportunity. Maybe you're not giving yourself enough time to make a healthy decision in order to make these positive changes. Maybe you haven't taken necessary steps to help you manifest more positivity in your life, to really look at the situation. I feel like you are looking at it, and you're grieving it and you're trying to let it go, but I feel like you're still having a difficult time. And you may be having a difficult time because your ex is unable to change or unable to let go and really wanting to, try to influence you to stay. And it's keeping you both in this really stagnant energy. By not allowing each other to just go your separate ways and to allow you guys to learn and to live, it's keeping you guys further apart. Even if you did want to be with this person, and even if they wanted to be with you, it's possible that it's just not the right time. Maybe you guys need to separate or stay separated so that you guys can go ahead and experience the life lessons that you need to experience to evolve as individuals and maybe come back together. Or maybe you don't and you start anew, completely fresh. There's a lot of life lessons to be learned here. And I think you've just had about enough of the drama. Your ex has two major arcanas here. They have the life lessons to learn. There's so much going on for this individual that, it's either they need help emotionally, physically. They got some shit going. They got some shit going on. And unfortunately, it's taken a toll on you. It's been a very painful experience. Breakups usually are. So I'm going to leave this here. In the extended version, we're going to clarify these 5 cards here. And then we'll move on to the last questions, which are the possibility of you guys reconciling, what your advice would be. If your ex could say something to you, what would it be? How will your ex move towards you? what their true motives are. Would the situation be beneficial for you to entertain? And the outcome of the connection for the month. We'll clarify all of that energy, and then we'll pull from the Psychic Tarot of the Heart to get more advice. We'll pull out some Romance Angel cards, Moonology cards, and we'll also be getting an Earthbound Oracle intuitive reading, because those don't have any meanings, and I haven't used them in a long time. So that's that. I hope you enjoyed your reading for the month of May. Look forward to your free bonus reading at the end of May. I'll try to get that out as soon as possible. I apologize for not having a reading for you guys in April or in March. I know it really sucks, and I know it doesn't bode very well when I'm not putting up content. Know that I'm constantly thinking about my channel. I'm not trying to neglect it. It's just been very, very difficult, and I'm hoping moving forward that I'm able to continue to push out content. I think if I focus as I have been right now, I think I should be okay. So love and light to all of you. Thank you for each and every single one of you guys who have stayed subscribed. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do. Please like and share and subscribe. I am accepting personal readings, so if that's something that you're interested in, all the information will be in the details down below. Take care and have a great rest of your May, Gemini.